Aloha! This is lesson 83 from A Course in Miracles with Hope Johnson. Today we are reviewing lessons 65 and 66. 65. My only function is the one God gave me. I have no function but the one God gave me. This recognition releases me from all conflict, because it means I cannot have conflicting goals. With one purpose only, I am always certain what to do, what to say, and what to think. All doubt must disappear as I acknowledge that my only function is the one God gave me. More specific applications of this idea might take these forms. My perception of this does not change my function. This does not give me a function other than the one God gave me. Let me not use this to justify a function God did not give me. So this one is very useful whenever there's any question. The way I would use this one is whenever there's a question on what I should do, like let's say what I should do in a relationship, what I should do, what choice I should make, anything like that. Obviously, we don't make any of those choices. Maybe it's not as obvious to some of you. But noticing that my only function is the one God gave me, I'm knowing that I can't make a wrong choice, even if I still believe that I can make a choice. I'm knowing that I can't make a wrong choice. Also, whatever worldly choice is being made would be influenced by the thought, my only function is the one God gave me. So it would be influenced by forgiveness. One thing I like to do too is just asking the Spirit to show me how to hold this in light of what's true. Right? Whatever it is that seems to be some kind of hook in my mind. So I can come back to seeing that no matter what I seem to choose, no matter what I seem to do, I'm having a perception right now. It never changes the function, which is forgiveness. Other people are often going to try to convince you that your function is something other than forgiveness. And that's because, you program them. They're not really separate from you. They're you. So demonstrating to them that your function is only forgiveness is what shows your own mind that you're not subject to anyone else's projections of obligation or morality or anything like that.
When my suffering hit the red, I just instinctually knew that I had to love the loveless world that I was in, because it wasn't going to get better the other direction.
Yes.
So I think the choice is always just love and fear, love or fear.
Yeah, that's right. That's what A Course in Miracles teaches too. There's only two emotions, love and fear. And so when you're listening to fearful thoughts, you feel upset. And when you feel upset and you remember, my only function is the one God gave me, it helps you to see forgiveness in the situation. So, lesson 66. My happiness and my function are one. All things that come from God are one. They come from oneness and must be received as one. Fulfilling my function is my happiness, because both come from the same source. And I must learn to recognize that what makes me happy, and I must learn to recognize what makes me happy if I would find happiness. Some useful forms for specific applications of this idea are: this cannot separate my happiness from my function. The oneness of my happiness and my function remains wholly unaffected by this. Nothing, including this, can justify the illusion of happiness apart from my function. So one of the ego's tricks is to get you to believe that your happiness is in denying your function. So that would be in thoughts that feel like sadness, let's say. Let's feel like sadness or anger or regret or anything like that. Those thoughts are unworthy of you because they don't bring happiness. They don't come from God. Your function comes from God, which is forgiveness while you're dreaming. And that makes you happy because happiness also comes from God. And everything that comes from God is one. So that's why you can't find what you're looking for, and you're always looking for God. You can't find what you're looking for by pursuing a thought that hurts. It's as simple as that. So, I love this part. I kind of stumbled on the words, but I love this part. I must learn to recognize what makes me happy if I would find happiness. I mean, that's it. When you recognize that forgiveness makes you happy, you're totally happy to practice forgiveness no matter what the world seems to throw at you.
I think what makes the Course in Miracles so effective as a daily practice, every day you're practicing, because the ego hides things and it'll bring up the same stuff later on.
That's right.
You think you're clear, and then all of a sudden, like next week or something, it comes back around. So if you're doing daily practices like this, it's easy to get God's words into your mind instead of the ego distractions.
Yes. That's another good point. Ego tends to think it's already there, even while perceiving, you're perceiving a body. Ego's going, I got this, I'm already there. These things, they come up in layers. As long as you're perceiving a body, you're going to keep on perceiving upset feelings. Upset feelings and the body go together. That's how it is. All right? Because the body is a representation of the separate self you made with the ego, which is made of a painful thought. Fearful, painful thought. So, perceiving a body comes with pain, right? So we want to purify the pain, which is also purifying the need for a body, which that's what is making the ego afraid, right? So the fearful ego wants you to believe you're already there. You don't have any more work to do. It's other people that have work to do, right? But it's always you practicing forgiveness that makes you happy. That never changes, and it'll sneak up on you. If you believe that you're done forgiving, you believe you're already there, you believe you already love everyone, it's like from this point of view, you don't really know what love is, because perceiving separation, you are love, so you don't really know what you are because of perceiving separation. So we're purifying that by practicing forgiveness so we can know ourselves more and more. And the more we know ourselves, the more we want to practice forgiveness, because we know it's our happiness, and being one with everyone, we want to extend that to everyone as well.
Amen.
So hooray, everyone. Have a beautiful practice. We love you.